Hey, it's Jen from Not So Mystical Tarot. This is going to be your reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising sign of Capricorn for the first half of April 2019. You can find me on Instagram at Not So Mystical Tarot or notsomysticaltarot.com right in the description. If you would like a personal reading, I book all of my personal readings through my website, so please feel free to go there. I would like to thank you all for trusting me with your readings and personal questions and feelings. It's a great honor to be able to come to you in this way and to read for you. So let's get started, Capricorn. It looks to me like we are looking toward the future. You're working on something, you're contemplating something, like you haven't taken any really big steps toward it yet. Like you've thought it over and you've got some plans in place, but you haven't actually taken any major steps yet. But you are considering something, and I don't know what that something is, but I will say it's something that you are perseverating about here. Sleepless nights, looking over your shoulder, thinking, oh no, what if it doesn't work out? I'm like waiting for the other shoe to drop. Kind of you want to move forward, like your shoulder. You can see the shoulder here is moved forward, but you're like looking over here, like waiting for something really, really bad to happen. Almost like you think, I keep hearing like it's never going to happen for me. It's never going to happen for me. Like you're the one who's never going to have the good thing happen. And I hate for you to feel that way. And I think the reason that you do feel that way is here you have the Ten of Swords. So you've been disappointed and hurt before. This is almost like, a lot of times people say it's like backstabbed and heartbroken. It's the end of something beautiful, or what you wanted to be beautiful. It never was, but you wanted it to be beautiful. Or it was, and it was brief, but it's the end of something beautiful. And I think you're very afraid that that could happen again if you were to move forward with whatever this is that you want to happen, whatever you're thinking over. You're just feeling very afraid. This is not what I want. And she's also, this is the end of a cycle though, so there is a little bit of hope here. Because if you can see, she's not fighting them. She's just like, yeah, whatever, carry me off, do whatever. I'm done. I'm done fighting. I'm done arguing. I'm moving on. So it is the end of a cycle. I think you'll be able to stop this, to stop looking over your shoulder. And the other thing here too is once you stop looking over your shoulder and you let them carry you off, like I'm all done here, I'm not going to fight and argue with you, there comes that point of what next. And what you do have next is the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is feeling and loving and happy and in a place where they can give and enjoy their life, feel emotionally really fulfilled, and not only feel fulfilled, but fulfill other people, be able to give love. And this doesn't happen overnight. You've got these turtles down here, and I don't always point these out, but it feels appropriate here. You have these two turtles down here, and they're kind of in the forefront, actually. And it's emphasizing to me that this is a long time coming, that you're even considering this kind of move. This does seem personal to me. It seems like there is maybe a love or a relationship or something. It feels very personal. And that's where the fear comes in, that you're not really ready to be made a fool of, or to be taken for granted, or really just be taken in general. And with these swords here, you're getting a little bit up in your head about this happened, I don't want bad things to happen, remember this happened before. So it's easy to get stuck in those feelings, and I don't blame you one bit. Now you have your clarifying cards down here. Oh, it feels heavy. I'm like, oh, I can't breathe. So you have this Two of Wands where you're really thinking about something, and then you have here, this Nine of Swords, where you're really just like, oh, you're really stuck in your head about it. But clarifying those two cards, you have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebration. And this is also a very soft emotional moment here. And it's saying that there are people that really do love you, people that support you, that are on your team. May not be a huge group of people, but there are these people that see what you want to do and they support you. They're like, go for it. We're here with you. We understand. We love you. Now, this is interesting. You have this Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords, this progression, this, I don't want this to happen. Oh my God, what if this happens again? And then just the like, whatever. Like I said, it is the end of a cycle. What you have clarifying this, and you're an earth sign, so you are a pentacle, but here you have the Nine of Pentacles. This is like a come to Jesus moment. This is like a measure of serious success. You're not where you were before when these things happened. When these things happened, you were in a different place. This is because you are an earth sign, you are the Pentacles. This shows that you have a very large measure of success at this point. And I think when this stuff happened before, you weren't here. You weren't this solid. This is somebody who's got a very solid foundation. You know where you're going. You know where you want to go. You're in a much different place now. So I don't think that these two things are going to be such a factor for you. You no longer have to look over your shoulder and wait for the other shoe to drop, wait for this bad thing to happen. It's already happened. It's already done and over with. And I think you've resigned yourself to that. And because you have these two nines, I really feel like this kind of cancels this one out. You know, this nine of Pentacles here is your measure of success, and it sort of cancels out this looking over your shoulder nine, this worrying, mulling things over and stressing yourself out. Like I said, you're not in the same place you were in before. You're not there. So this looking over the shoulder and worrying about this being stabbed in the back and all these things happening is something that you really can, it's in your past, it's done and it's over. Now we have the Ten of Swords here, this ending and this allowing for this beginning to be fulfilled, to be loved, to be nurtured, to nurture others, love others. That's because this is over and it's done and you're able to let it go. And what do we have clarifying? I love this. The Page of Cups. The pages are always messages. And cups are your emotions. This is the Queen of Cups here. Clarifying is the page, a young, beautiful energy. And maybe there's a younger person in your life. Could be child, could be romantically speaking. It could be any number of things. But there is a young energy here that maybe you're feeling this young page-like energy. And the page-like energy is experimental too, like enough where this page could be like, yeah, we did this bad thing, but who cares? Like, it's over and it's done. It's in the past. I'm ready to love again. And I really feel like that's really what this is, like really ready to love again, ready to put yourself out there and open yourself up to feel this kind of love, to give this kind of love. Because when you give this kind of love, you get this kind of love back. And yes, you have the turtles here, which reminds me a lot of this too. Of Wands that you have. You know, you've got these two turtles in the forefront, this Two of Wands. You're really thinking it over and you know the decision you're going to make, but your rational mind, you know, is saying, oh, I don't want to get hurt again. I don't want anything bad to happen. But you know what? You're in a very different place than you were in before when these other things did happen that, you know, give you that fear and give you those misgivings about taking a chance on love. And I feel like I don't usually do a lot of love readings, but this does feel like it's a little bit lovey. And like it even could be a family member you're estranged from. It could be that as well, but it does feel a little bit romantic. So let me know what you guys have going on. You could send me a private message if you prefer. But I do want to know. I want to thank you so much for watching and let you know I appreciate you.